Hey everybody, welcome back to another 1986 Porsche 944 video. Well, this week I'm going to do something about this original center console armrest, so stay tuned. Alright, well, I ordered some vinyl upholstery fabric, and this actually took about 2 weeks to get here with everything going on in the world right now. And when I ordered it on eBay, I thought it matched probably just a little bit better than it actually does, but anyway, it's pretty thin. That's the issue. But what I'm going to do is, because this actually works very well, it's hard to open one-handed aside from, you know, these cracks right here. I'm going to fill this in with some latex caulking just so it's kind of smooth and let this dry overnight. And then tomorrow I can take this thing apart and rewrap the lid. So I'm going to let this dry overnight just because if I don't fill this in, it'll probably show, you know, through the actual vinyl. So I guess it won't be too bad once I wrap it. These actual lids are very hard to find, and it's really hard to find them in good condition, so time to work on this. I've got these cracks filled in with some latex caulking, and I'm going to let it dry overnight. My concern was that they would telegraph through because they are raised just a little bit. I mean, I guess not much, but this fabric is pretty thin, so I guess if you stretch it, I guess maybe you can't really see it under there. Either way, I need to put this in the sun tomorrow because it's been folded in transit, so I want to get rid of all the wrinkles. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. Welcome back. It's actually the next day, and this has had time to dry. It's about as good as it's going to get. So it's time to go ahead and take this apart. And the top actually comes off the frame with all these Phillips head screws. So I can recover this bottom part, recover the top, wrap it around, and the hinge in this is in perfect condition, but I am missing the cassette storage, which is unfortunate, but that's okay because that's completely irrelevant in the year 2020. But this, I can probably line this with more of the fabric because I have enough of it, the vinyl, and it'll be good for cell phone storage, garage door opener, remote, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get these screws off. I've got the top taken off the frame, and of course I completely forgot to lay this in the sun today, like I said I was going to do. So I'm gonna cut out a piece and I'm gonna hit it with a hair dryer and just kind of warm it up. But I think hopefully once it's pulled tight and once it's on there for long enough, those creases will kind of relax. So I think they gave me a lot of this stuff here. I guess it's, I don't know, a yard or something. I don't know much about fabric, but this was pretty much the smallest size you could buy. And I want to say this was only like, I don't know, $10 or something, so it wasn't expensive, including shipping. This is the inside of the lid. I got a piece cut and it's laying pretty flat. The edge of this actually covers over that, so you won't see any of this edge right here. It's kind of sticking to the old glue. I mean, seems like it's in there pretty good, which is a good thing because I know I have some contact adhesive, but I don't know where it is. But anyway, so that's the inside. So now I've got my rough cut piece for the outside. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. Fast forward a few days and this is done. I decided I was not capable of recovering this lid to make it look how I wanted it to look. So I took it to a local upholstery shop and they did it. For $40, they did a much better job than I could do. They used good quality vinyl. It's nice and padded. Actually, they told me this was the same vinyl that's used in Porsche automobiles, so I'm not going to argue with that. All I have to do now is just attach the cover to the base, then I can install this in the car. It's that simple. 9 tiny screws later, and this is ready for installation into the car. Quite happy with the way that turned out, so let's get it installed. Here's the center console delete that their previous owner installed in the car. It's brand new and there's not a thing wrong with it, but I like having, you know, a little closed storage plus a small little armrest. So this could not be easier to install. You just remove the ashtray, screw here and screw here. Under this rubber material, 2 more screws. Undo those, pull this out, put the new one in. Oh, I should also say, and this is dirty under here now that I see, there's a light bulb here. I actually replaced it. It was burned out, and I have a feeling that most people probably never think to replace these, but I did install an LED in there. And what that does is it goes through this little hole in the side of the ashtray right there and illuminates the inside of the ashtray. Just a little detail, but you know, something to think about nonetheless. So I'm going to remove this and then probably grab the vacuum and vacuum underneath this, and I'll show you when it's all done. Stay tuned. A couple minutes later and this is all done. Very happy with my decision to have a professional do this rather than me try to tackle it. I realize I'm missing the cassette holders that go in here like I mentioned before, but you know, I know you can buy those separately. And the actual frame of this is available and it's actually pretty cheap. The most expensive part is the actual armrest, the padded armrest. And I've got that, and this will last indefinitely. So should this hinge ever happen to break, and this is in really good shape, it's not broken at all, I know that I can easily find one and, you know, put this back together again. So I'll put that in my box of extra parts for now. And I'd say with this, one more project done. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, we'll catch you on the flip side.